Well, what's the crack, boy? Today we're back for a Ruby Rose style undercut. Pretty funky wee bowl cut number. And we're going to follow them sections that I put up on the bottom right hand of the screen, just a horseshoe section. Clip out all the way, and we're going to come in with a very short shaved look. As you can see, I'm just explaining that I'm going to keep the length overhanging. We'll put a nice wee funky shape in. Starting at the nape of the neck with a number 1 guard on. And as you'll see in this haircut, we're pretty much just going pretty much with the grain, against the grain, every direction, going just going over the same bits, just really trying to catch as much hair as possible. So just working up and down the head. As you can see then, we're just angling the clipper out. That's just to maintain a bit of weight and bulk. And just working that right up, following the shape of the head. And as we get up past the upper recession line, then we are starting to create that wee bit of a bulk and a weight line. Just by flicking the clipper out and using our comb to push the hair into the clipper, you start to see that nice colour change. And that's going to be pretty much what we want. You know, we want that nice faded out look, keeping the bulk quite heavy. Quite a wee bit of hair coming off our by. As you can see, just working against the hair, trying to catch it, bringing that right up. We're just using a 1 closed, and then we'll eventually then move up into a 1.5. And then we will use clipper over comb just to basically take them edges off and any wee bit just refinements that we need to do. So as you can see there, taking the bulk off, and I'm just using the edge of the clippers, just flicking that away from the hair, and that gives you that nice light to dark change. Just going over the same bits over and over again, just making sure that we grab as much hair as possible. We're not missing out wee tiny finer bits. As you can see, as I say, we're just running the clippers up the side. I use kind of the side profile of the head to check the shape and make sure that we're getting that nice graduated look into the side of it. I'm just leaving these wee sideburn areas for later. I'm just flicking that clipper out slowly, and it's just going from a number 1 out the way, getting a bit longer, which gives it that nice blend line. Ideally you want the hair to be freshly washed and dried, just to get a nice even flow of the hair, so everything fans out. As you can see now, I would be using kind of the profile, the outline, the silhouette of the head, working around just to make sure that everything's where it needs to be. Love that curvature. And then where the just above the occipital bone, where that crown starts to blend in. This is why I left that bit of length on the sides, just where the sideburns and nape area is, just to fade that down. It's always easier just to kind of blend it down in. When there's a bit of hair there, you can actually grab with your comb. If it was to run a 1 through that, I wouldn't really have a comb thin enough to be able to grab it. Just refining the details around the hairline, around the ear, making sure that we get any wee random hairs, sharpening that all around the face. And just following the shape of the haircut and the way the natural hair growth patterns. Just take your time with this. You don't want to take a big chunk out just over the ear, because it will stick out like a sore thumb. It ruins the whole haircut. It's the finer details that make all the difference. So as you can see, I'm just using RB buzzers and a comb, and very just lightly just fading that in, just taking off that top section as I say, using the silhouette of the head to mirror the shape on both sides, and I'm just flicking that out gently. It's just a wee tiny bit more accurate than using the clippers to get that fade, and we're just looking at that line just to soften itself out slightly. Just scissor over comb, take your time with this, it's no rush, you don't need to be speeding things up. Remember, if you've got a big blunt line or a big straight bit, it's the hair above that is creating the line, it's never the hair under. A lot of people will go and cut the hair underneath the line, which actually just makes your line stand out even further. As you can see, I'm bending the comb outwards from the head. Pretty much the same I was doing with the clippers. You know, by bending that comb out the way, you're leaving more length the higher you go, which gives you that nice blend. Remember, it's from short to long, not straight up. Now, look at the right hand side of the screen. There is my attempt of drawing her sheets, bringing all the hair out 90 degrees from the head, straight direction, no over direction, everything's pulled directly straight out from the head in orange peel sections, and we're just point cutting up the way, and that's just going to give it that nice wee bit of rough texture, as opposed to club cutting, which would kind of blunt everything off. That first section was our guideline, and we're just mirroring it the whole way around the head. Basically, half of the next section contains new hair, and half of the section contains the guideline from the previous section. Just over directing that back, point cut up the way, keeping everything nice and soft and choppy. Now, moving on to the top section, I'm just taking that same guideline, I'm bringing that up, and as you can see, the angle that I'm cutting, I'm no longer cutting straight down the way, it's not up and straight. And that's going to give me the opportunity then to bring that guideline from the back crown section into the front, and I'm just going to work that through in sections, section by section towards the front, include the sides. I'm going to bring the sides up to meet it. There's very little over direction in this, everything's straight up including the sides. That maintains a lot of length as the head dips down on both sides, and that will give us a nice overhang on the undercut, and at the very end then we can go in and put a really nice blunt edgy shape into that. As you can see, top right hand corner, more dodgy diagrams, but I hope that helps explain it, or helps you visualize it. Fringe is over directed back a couple of sections, just maintains a wee bit of extra length on that fringe. We want a nice big choppy side fringe that can go both sides, and we're just going to over direct that back. As you can see, there's quite a wee chunk of hair coming off there, but once again, point cutting everything, we want that to be nice and soft. Moving on to the sides, we're using the same guideline from the top, and we're just pulling anything that comes up to meet it, and we're just going to nip it off. Really simple haircut this. Just basically box layers the whole way around, and then refine and tidy up the undercut, visually looking at the shape at the end. As you can see, this was during COVID, and I'm only getting around to doing the videos now because my life has been flat out and hectic, and it's starting to calm down a bit, so I'm getting into enjoying the old YouTube a wee bit more. So a wee like and subscribe would be really appreciated. And if there's any recommendations or anything you can think I could do better, or any haircuts you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. That is me just now refining that shape in over the ear. Just club cutting it, take your time cutting up the way, just following that shape right round. We want that really nice triangular section. Club cutting but in small incisions, and then just working that fringe down the way. I love these wee funky haircuts, especially if you get the right person to put it on. And it's even better when they decide they want this haircut, they bring you pictures in, you're like, yes, what a day. Put a product in that bad boy, and we're going to give that a blow dry. No, that was the quickest blow dry ever. And as you can see, everything's now falling into place nicely, and we're just going to go through and refine and point cut out them ends, working on the fringe because that's the most important bit. So starting there and work everything away from it. Once again, I just like to kind of follow and mirror the previous sections that we've done. So if I took everything in straight line sections, going from the back to the front, then I normally keep the same sort of sections. You know, I don't crisscross or go over. Just go in and refine the same way that I've cut the hair. Visually checking how everything's come into play. Put a scissor over comb, just lifting that up, just gives us the ability to take a wee bit of weight out, but still keep everything quite free flowing, keep the length. Just point cutting into that bad boy, and once again just texturizing them ends. Nothing too crazy, I'm just letting the hair kind of do what it wants to do at the moment. Bit of basic scissor over comb, just point cutting, texturizing. Don't really want much of this length off. All I want to do is just break up that bulkiness. Love it. Gonna finish with a bit of dust, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a simple haircut. It'll be worn both sides, easy kept, you know, and really, really good fun to do. Very simple. If you have any questions, just ask. If there's anything you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. Slow motion turn.